And here's another fight. I didn't mention when we were talking about what could be next for Conor. I'm not mad at it at 55, but I'm sure you watched Max Holloway over the weekend. He looked fucking phenomenal. You cannot sit here and tell me he is not the best 145er on the planet on Monday morning. There's no way you can sit here and tell me he's not the best looking one. What? What's that face, Luke? You think you're taking Volkanovski?
I mean, listen. I really want to see a third fight because
100%.
I believe that one is Max's best chance to win. I think Max grew from the experience of fighting those two fights. I do think Max lost the first of those two. I'm pretty confident he lost the first one. The second
Lost
one,
the first one,
highly
won the
debatable.
second.
Yeah, okay. The second one, significantly more debatable, I understand. But I also just feel like, the last thing I say on this, I just feel like Max is well liked. That performance, as you mentioned, that was Wilt Chamberlain putting up 100 points. I mean, it was that was incredible. Okay, there's nothing
Flawless.
bad you could possibly say, but yeah, it was historic, literally historic, right? But there's a reason why Volkanovski gives people trouble. He didn't just give Max Holloway trouble; he gave Jose Aldo trouble too, because he has one of the most modern, sophisticated games where he is not in any way a stationary target. It is hard to know what is coming, what is going, what he wants
Correct.
to do, and what is next. And that is not as exciting or as endearing as what Max does, but he's also not at a high level by accident. And I just feel like if you feel like he won, Max did the second fight, okay, but this idea that he's like way better than Volkanovski, no, that is a storied rivalry if you ask me.
I agree 100%. Want to see the third fight. In my personal opinion, I thought Max clearly won the second fight. I thought he looked fucking phenomenal against Calvin Kattar, and Kattar's not some just schmuck. He's a badass dude, number 6 in the world. He's really good. So I thought it was a flawless victory. I thought, you can't expect a corner from Boston to throw in the towel. I thought Herb probably should have stopped it. It could have been stopped in the fourth. 100% should have been stopped in the fourth. But I think for Max, because I want Max to make as much money as possible, I think what would be great for Max is to fight for the title against Conor at 155. Any interest in that? Now, Max against the other 55ers, I'm not into it. He's too small. We saw him against Dustin Poirier. That was not fun. But against Conor at 55, can I sell you on that? Hard sell.
That's a hard. Well, here's the thing. Against Dustin, the good thing you can say about it is he gave Dustin some problems, and he ate everything Dustin had to offer. 100+ significant strikes. The dude's chin, 24 UFC fights, never even been dropped. I mean, rock granite
Nuts.
chin that dude has, right? Incredible, So I like his chance to compete up there. But if he's going to go to 155, I really would like to see him take his time to build up to 155, not just like, oh, I'm going to cut less weight this time. Because when you see Poirier 155 versus 145 now, versus 2014, same with Conor, they're just huge. I mean, their bodies have really grown into it. I would want to see Max really fill out and then see that, because I think he can stand there with these guys as long as he needs to, and he's going to beat some good fighters at 155. But I don't think he'd be maximizing his potential, no pun intended, without really growing into that role at the time it takes to do it. Not just, I'll be heavier this time around versus the next one.
Yeah, you're talking about too long of a game here. You're putting too much smart intelligence into this, Luke. I'm just talking a one-off, doing the damn thing, going back to 145. Mega fight.
This is the thing about it. It's like, he has stoppage wins over Aldo, but both of those were kind of like mercy stoppages on the ground. He has put away some other people, but like against elite people, they had to stop the fight with Ortega with a bit of a mercy stoppage. Ortega's obviously tough as shit. And then this one went the full 5. I'm not here to argue in any way that Max doesn't have power or the ability to hurt people. He does, quite obviously. But I do wonder, and he gave Poirier problems too. Like, he stung his ass a couple of times in that incredible fight as well. But I do wonder if, do you lose a little bit of that steam up a weight class in ways that some other fighters might not? I think it's worth at least asking.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't classify Max as a knockout artist. He's a volume puncher, great combinations, cardio for days, crazy output. He'll just wear your ass out. You know, phenomenal boxing, great footwork. But no, not a knockout artist, to your point.
Right.
But again, I just want to see him that one time, 55, super fight with Conor, then go back down. You're talking about getting bigger, doing all, I'm not into that.
But I mean, but again, it just goes back. Don't you think it just goes back to the original question you asked? It's like, what are you expecting from Conor? And it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I know.
Until we have a better answer about this, I don't know what to do except let's just see what happens.
Agree, brother.